Imagine you saw something that defied human understanding, and when you tried to tell the truth, no one would believe you. That is what happened in 1988, when an ordinary townsman named Christopher Davis saw a 7-foot-tall creature, red eyes, heavy steps, not man, not beast. People laughed at his story, called it a joke, until something happened that changed everything forever. This is Whisper from History, where forgotten voices rise again. In the humid lowlands of Lee County, South Carolina, an unsettling legend began to take shape during the summer of 1988. A peaceful region known for its swamps, its quiet back roads, and the feeling that time had forgotten this place. Children played barefoot in the grass, locals hunted and fished, and families gathered on porches, telling old stories to pass the night. But everything changed on a night when the ordinary collided with the unexplainable. It began with a cry for help. A teenage boy named Christopher Davis claimed he saw something out there near the Scape or swamp. Something large. Something alive. He had just finished a night shift at a nearby fast food restaurant and was driving home when he stopped his car to fix a flat tire. He was alone, or so he believed, until he heard the sound of heavy footsteps approaching from behind the trees. He looked up. Red glowing eyes stared back at him from the dark. He ran into his car, but before he could lock the door, the creature lunged, clawing at the metal and glass. 7 feet tall, green scaly skin, long arms and 3 long fingers ending in sharp talons. A creature unlike anything he had ever seen. Christopher sped away and did not look back. His car was damaged, deep scratches along the doors, and roof parts torn apart, as if from an animal's rage. But what kind of animal could do that? The police were skeptical, but they saw the damage with their own eyes. Soon the story spread through Bishopville and beyond. Locals called it the Lizard Man, a reptilian beast stalking the wetlands, feeding on fear and mystery. But this was only the beginning. Reports multiplied across Lee County. A farmer woke to find his livestock mutilated, as if by something with immense strength. A house near the swamp had its siding torn away, leaving claw marks etched in wood. Late at night, some swore they heard hissing and heavy breathing outside their windows. Parents started locking their doors before sunset. Children stopped playing by the water. Deputies patrolled the roads where no crime had ever existed. Yet there was no body. No track, no scientific proof, only stories, only fear. What was really happening behind the curtain? Some believed the creature was a prehistoric survivor, a living relic from an age of reptiles hiding deep in the marshes. Others claimed government experiments at nearby military facilities had gone wrong, releasing something that should never have escaped. Hunters whispered that the swamp had always held secrets, that the land was cursed long before man ever built roads through it. But there was a third explanation, one that cut deeper. That the Lizard Man was not just a creature, but a reflection of something human. Fear of the unknown. Fear of what lurks beyond the boundary of the civilized world. Still, the reports did not stop. A local airman sketched what he saw, a towering reptilian figure staring from the edge of the woods. A couple driving home late at night claimed something ran across the road, hunched and fast. The sheriff's office received calls every week. Some officers shrugged it off. Others wondered if they were being watched when they drove past the swamp at night. By 1989, the legend had grown so large that newspapers and television crews descended on Bishopville. Cameramen filmed the swamp fog rolling over murky water, the perfect stage for a legend born of shadows. Tourists arrived hoping to catch a glimpse of green scales and glowing eyes. Businesses sold shirts that read "Home of the Lizard Man." The town changed. The myth grew. But the truth seemed lost in the chaos. Was there really a creature out there? Or was the idea of the Lizard Man more powerful than the creature itself? Even after the frenzy faded, the sightings never fully stopped. In 2008, almost 20 years after the first report, new tracks were found near the same swamp, large, 3-toed, not matching any known animal. Something was still out there, or someone wanted the world to believe it was. But the truth was far darker than anyone imagined. Christopher Davis, the first eyewitness, never escaped the shadow of that night. He lost his job. He faced questions and ridicule. He was haunted not just by what he saw but by the way the world looked at him. Was he telling the truth? Or had fear created a story too powerful to control? Years later, he died in a mysterious shooting. Some said it was an unrelated crime. Others whispered that he knew too much, that maybe he was silenced. Or maybe he was just another victim of a legend that refused to stay buried. The swamp grows quieter now. The roads are still. Fog still rolls across the marsh at dawn, and sometimes just before sunrise. Locals say you can hear the sound of something moving through the reeds. Slow, deliberate, waiting. But the most chilling question remains. Was the lizard man ever real? Or did the people of Bishopville create a monster to guard the boundaries of their fear? The story ends where it began, in the heart of the swamp, where the truth sinks beneath the surface, and the only answer left is the one no one wants to face. This isn't just a story, it's a question. Do we look into the darkness, or does the darkness look into us? And if you ever find yourself standing by a silent swamp, think carefully, is the silence truly silent, or is something holding its breath watching you from the shadows? For more tales that never truly end, subscribe to our channel and explore our playlists, because stories never die, they only wait for their next witness.